Hey y'all. So I want to kind of circle back around to First Corinthians chapter 2, which is where we started on Monday. And we went through verses 12 and 13, but I want to tie in this light, okay, that our eyes would be opened, that we would see the light, and that we would turn from the power of Satan to the power of God, right? Turn from the power of Satan to God. And remember, that was Acts 26:18. So, 1 Corinthians 2, now this is the importance of that light and that revelation and our relationship with the Holy Spirit who brings revelation, right? His Spirit, the Holy Spirit, communes with our spirit and reveals things to us. Verse 13. He says, and we are setting these truths forth in words not taught by human wisdom, but taught by the Holy Spirit, combining and interpreting spiritual truths with spiritual language to those who possess the Holy Spirit. But the natural, non-spiritual man does not accept or welcome or admit into his heart the gifts and teachings and revelations of the Spirit of God. For he is folly, for they are folly, meaningless and nonsense to him. And he is incapable of knowing them, of possessing, recognizing, and understanding, and becoming better acquainted with them, because they are spiritually discerned and estimated and appreciated. So, these spiritual truths, things of the Spirit, cannot be understood outside of revelation. The natural man cannot receive the things of God because they do not make sense. And this is a perfect example of the two kingdoms, that Satan has set up a natural order, a natural kingdom. Man as his own source and his own supply. We can have what we see, what we say what we see. It's all based in the sense realm. This doesn't make sense. 2 plus 2 always equals 4. If you don't have 2, you can't get it from anywhere else. This is the only place you get it. Well, when we work in the Spirit and when we commune and things are revealed to us by the Spirit, when we renew our mind by the Spirit, then a whole nother world opens up. I'm just hear my example. When they came to Jesus and said, well, aren't you going to pay your temple tax? And Jesus told Peter, go get the fish out of the pond because there's a coin in there. You can pay the tax for me and you both. In what world did that make sense? Or how else would he have known that? See, his source was not in man for him to earn money, but the Father who owns the cattle in the 1,000 hills was his source. So that doesn't make sense. When you talk to people about living by faith, well, how are you going to do this? Well, I don't know, but God does, and I'm going to do what he tells me to. People think you're crazy. I've been crazy a long time, and that's okay. But that's the importance of revelation. But the natural man cannot understand the things of God. Good news Friday is that we can all be born again. That the Spirit of God is ready and willing to be and commune with all whosoever would. There's not a limit on the number of people that the Father would commune with. There's not a limit on, well, heaven's at capacity, you're out. Not at all. And so if we have trouble understanding spiritual things, then we probably need to renew our mind and get in the Word with the Spirit of God. Now, this light and revelation and God being our source, Paul says something really important here in verse 13. He says, we are setting these truths forth in words not taught by human wisdom, but taught by the Holy Spirit, interpreting spiritual truths with spiritual language. I would say it's impossible for a non-spiritual person, and when I say spiritual, I don't mean some other worldly spiritual, I mean infused with the Spirit of God, Holy Spirit filled, it would be impossible to interpret the Bible accurately without the Holy Spirit, who we have already found out in 1 Corinthians 2 searches the deep and bottomless things of God. In 1 Corinthians 2:10, that the Holy Spirit searches and diligently he explores and examines everything, even sounding the profound and bottomless things of God. So the Holy Spirit, who knows God most intimately, knows his thoughts, knows his heart, is here for us to reveal that, to reveal his heart, to reveal his thoughts, to reveal what makes him laugh. Joy, which is a fruit of the Spirit, laughter is like medicine. God has a sense of humor. I mean, like a real sense of humor. It's not like he looks at you and laughs when things don't go the way you thought they would. We've been given joy and laughter and happiness, and that is a copy of our Father. I want to know what makes him laugh. I want to know what brings him joy. And you know how I'm going to find out? Right here. This is where I find out. I get in here and I read and I let his Spirit show me things, open my eyes, and shed light on those things that I need or want to know. He's so good, y'all. He is just so, so good. And I am thankful for revelation of the Holy Spirit. I'll see y'all later. Bye.